Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing part 2 of 5 curly hair hacks I wish I knew a lot sooner than I did. If you haven't seen the first one, go and check it out after this video, but I did a part 1 and you guys loved it, so I wanted to do a part 2 because there are so many hacks. Let's go to the first hack. Curly hack number 1, using a diffuser stand. I don't know about you, but when I first discovered this, I was shocked that something could actually dry my hair without me having to hold the diffuser. Okay, so these have been around for a long time, but I only really recently discovered them and they are really handy. This is probably like one of the handiest hair tools I've come across. So you put the diffuser in here and it can dry your hair without you touching the diffuser, so you don't have to hold it. And how I've been using this is to start the hover diffusing process off. So before I start diffusing, I kind of just hover the diffuser to limit frizz so I don't touch my curls too much in the beginning to kind of let the curls set. Especially if I'm in a rush and I want to be doing like some skincare or eating or something while my hair's drying, this is really handy. And lots of people will find diffusing exhausting, tiring, and also just drying your hair can be a really long process. So I think this can be really handy for a lot of people in so many different ways. So how I initially came across this is one of my lovely followers messaged me saying she's having surgery and did I have any tips to help her with her hair when she came out of surgery, like any suggestions. So I was doing some research online and trying to think of things that might help her a little bit. And then this is where I came across this diffuser stand. This specific one is from Robert Dyers and it's extendable, which is really handy. And then this is like a little clip here at the top for the diffuser, and it's got quite a good heavy weight at the bottom. So this brings me on to my next point. Before deciding to purchase one of these, you really need to do research and make sure that one, your hairdryer actually fits into the top. You're just going to be returning it if it doesn't fit. And also you need to make sure that the weight at the bottom of the stand is heavy enough to support your hairdryer without it falling over. So do your research, look at reviews, because they're all really different, I've found. My Dyson hairdryer is really light, so this is fine for it, but I can imagine this falling over with something heavier. Obviously, you don't want to be causing any accidents with a hairdryer, and you don't want to be near any running water doing this. And I know this is stating the obvious, but don't leave it unattended, turned on, or just unattended in general. But as always, read instructions, look at the back of the packet, and just make sure it's going to suit your existing hairdryer. So yeah, this can be really handy for a lot of people. I also envision this working like really well for parents, you know, like let's say you're trying to dry your curly kid. I can imagine like you put the diffuser in, you're drying their hair like this, and you've got a child in one arm, and it might make your life a little bit easier. My thoughts are yes, I think this can be really handy for a lot of people. It will definitely do the hover diffusing for you, and then you would have to move it around the hairdryer. But of course, in terms of any movement, like, you know, cupping your hair with the diffuser, obviously this isn't going to be able to do that, but this is going to really help hold the hairdryer up for you. Curly hack number 2, storing your curly hair products. This has been highly requested because I briefly mentioned it in a previous video that I feel like I've nailed this somehow, and I've had so many people saying they want to see it, and it's actually so simple and I can't wait to show you. So I used to be very unorganized in the past, but recently I've got more organized and I have purchased some Lazy Susans. If you don't know what they are spinning containers like this. This one's obviously transparent and it has these dividers in the middle and this cylinder in the middle as well, which is really useful for brushes. But like I'd put gels in here, creams in there. It just makes it so much easier to reach for the product and see the product that you're looking to get without creating a mess. And obviously turning it just makes it so much easier to reach the back. So I originally came across these when I was looking for a way to store our herbs and spices in the kitchen, and these rotating containers came up on Amazon, and I thought, wait, why don't I try these for my products as well? So I actually use them for makeup, hairbrushes. I also have a smaller one with a divider in it and I use it for my makeup brushes. And I have a lot of these that are a little bit more shallow in the kitchen for spices and things. It's made our kitchen a lot cleaner actually. We don't knock things over as much. And for any tools, accessories, clips and things like that, I will store in these containers. I just find them really easy because they're collapsible. So like if you're moving around, you can easily like collapse this down flat. They're really inexpensive as well. This was actually £2, I think, or it might have been less actually, because I purchased a lot of them all at once and I got a deal. You can buy these in Amazon, buy them in Primark, you can buy them in so many different places. You probably have seen these around. I've got all of my clips, tools and accessories just all in here. And I wouldn't store like things like clips in these Lazy Susan containers just because they might be hard to get out, and I'm trying to make things as easy as possible. So yeah, I love these containers. I do also think these are great to store products in, as well as tools, like in your bathroom on a shelf or something. It's really handy actually because they've got the holes in here, so that's gonna like vent anything and stop water and like mold getting trapped in there. So yeah, if you're just looking for a really inexpensive container for your products and you're not bothered about something spinning or being able to see right through it, this is perfect. Let's talk a bit more about bathroom storage, especially if you rent somewhere or you just don't want to be drilling and you don't have much space to store things. I highly recommend an extendable shower pole that you can put in your bath or shower. I'll show you mine on the side here, but this is really, really handy because you can extend it up to your ceiling. It's really sturdy, no drilling required, and you can just store your products nicely in the shower. And it means your products aren't cluttered all around the side of the bath, and it just makes things a little bit easier in a smaller bathroom. Just make sure before you purchase something like this that you're actually measuring the space to make sure that the pole that you're purchasing fits. Because I saw reviews on one that I got before saying it didn't fit my shower. I made sure to measure it and mine was perfect. So yeah, that's how I store most of my products, and it has really made things a little bit easier. Curly hack number 3. Transferring tricky products into different containers. So I'm sure a lot of people do this already for travel and things, but I actually do it on quite a regular basis, but only with specific products that I obviously find a little bit tricky just for me personally. So when I say tricky, what I actually mean is something that you either find difficult to open or the process for opening that product creates a lot of mess in that scenario you're in when you're styling your hair. So for example, like tubs of stuff. And like, I don't mind opening a tub and then getting product out, that's absolutely fine. But sometimes when my hands are already soaked from styling, opening a tub and getting product out does cause a lot of mess, and I have dropped a lot of product on my floor before. So what I typically do, if it's a product I go to a lot, and I mean like nearly every wash day. So for example, this curl defining souffle from Curlsmith. This is like one of my favorite gels ever. So this comes in a tub and it's like a jelly consistency, and I have dropped this on the floor a lot. And they do actually sell this in a travel size in a squeezy tube. At the time that I transferred this over into a squeezy bottle, I didn't realise that that travel one that they had existed. But yeah, this is just an example, and this squeezes out really well, and I've gone travelling with this a lot. When this runs out, I just fill it up with this. It just makes it a bit easier for those sorts of products that you make a lot of mess with. And of course you can do that for sprays and things. Obviously I don't do this with like all my products or anything, but it's just those ones that I go to a lot that maybe cause me a mess, or something that I know I'm going to want to travel with as well. And also it will depend on the product, like not all products might be able to be squeezed out of something or sprayed out of something. So it will depend on that as well. But yeah, for the most part, that's really helped me out. Curly hack number 4. Preventing wash to style tangles. I don't know about you, but I don't style my hair straight away after I get out of the shower. There's normally like a gap in between because I'm either getting ready, I'm doing my skincare, or I'm eating, or I'm doing something else. And because I've always been taught to put my towel on upside down and flipping it over, because curly hair gets tangled and matted and knotted very easily, and what happens is if your hair starts to dry in that folded state for however long that is before you style, you're going to find that your hair is really knotty and matted again, even though you probably just detangled in the shower with conditioner in. So what I like to do is really simple and straightforward, but instead of flipping my hair over to tie the towel, I do this on the side. So my hair's already been detangled with conditioner in the shower. Once I've rinsed the conditioner out, my hair is nice and silky. And then what I do is I put my towel on upright. So I'm putting it over like that, and I twist it at the bottom into almost like a pony. And then I take a claw clip and just clip it on the side. And I just leave it like that until I'm ready to style, and typically that's no more than an hour. It's actually probably like 20 to 25 minutes. And then when I take the towel out, my hair is nice and still detangled from when I did it in the shower and ready to style. Obviously, if my hair's a little bit dry by that point, and I do personally like to style it on soaking wet hair, so I'll just spray it down with water again, but at least I'm not having to completely detangle my hair all over again and create more steps in the process. So yeah, doing this one simple thing has really made a big difference to my hair getting knotty and matted. Curly hack number 5, taking your jumper or sweater off without causing any frizz at all. In the Curly Hacks Part 1 video, I showed you how to put one on, and now I'm going to show you how to take it off again. I might as well show you the first hack again now because I'm going to have to put one on to take it off. So I've got a lovely woolly jumper here that I know would love to cause my hair some chaos putting it on. So I'm going to put this little scarf over my head. Make sure the jumper's the right way around first. I'm just going to do this. Done. So easy, but now I'm hot and I want to take it off. And this is obviously really helpful if you've just done your makeup and you don't want to get it all over your jumper. I tie this first around my neck. Before I tie it, I make sure that it's going to be able to go up to here. Tie it like that. And now I'm going to flip my head over with the scarf over my hair. Put my hand here. Like that. No frizz was caused because it was just the silk gliding on my hair and not any friction from the wool or whatever the jumper is made out of. Yeah, these silk and satin scarves, they're not just accessories, but they're very, very handy for a lot of things. And that's it, guys. They are my 5 curly hacks I wish I knew a lot sooner than I did, part 2. If you want to see part 1, make sure you click this video here. And if you want to see more of this type of content, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you liked the video. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more curly content from me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.